Coming up on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about filmmaking, and you're going to meet Trevor Doyle, who is a filmmaker and a radio announcer, and he does a lot of great stuff in the arts. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Oh, yes, I'm Ray Tanner, and with me in the studio is Trevor Doyle. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
good.
exciting to be here.
You're representing right now an upcoming program that Access Sacramento has always put on for 20 X years. Mm-hmm. It's called A Place Called Sacramento, and they pick about out of I don't know, 30, 40, 50 applications from various filmmakers and wannabe filmmakers, 5 or 6 of them, and they back them up. And so you have produced one of those this year.
I did, yeah.
Yes, and you're the writer, the producer, and the director.
And the editor, yes.
And the editor, okay.
And one of the actors.
And one of the actors. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's kind of like that. It's really to give someone, you have a background in this kind of work, but there are some of the people chosen who don't. They just wrote a really good application, and they get to work their way through it and go to classes. There are classes that are given, and it's kind of an interesting process for people in Sacramento to actually end up making a film that's going to be shown on a big screen in downtown Sacramento at a major theater coming up in about 2 weeks or a week and a half, and your film's going to be on the big screen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dad Breaks on the 13th at the PCS, or a place called Sacramento. It was a process for sure. I mean, it was a dream that I made. You know, it's a life I had before, and before I went on to be like a teacher, I came back to it, and it was like, I like to think there was hundreds of applications, and mine was chosen. Yeah, that's a lot more fun. But hundreds,
well, I may be wrong.
Thousands.
Was there hundreds?
Thousands.
Oh,
there was
at least 100.
At least 100. And I believe 10 were chosen. But
oh, really?
But Dad Breaks is the best, though, so people should come and see that.
It's a fascinating thing, and if you can do a 5-minute film that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, you can do anything. You can do any film. I think it's kind of the shorter the film, the harder it is.
It is hard, the development of the characters, because you can't really develop a character in the 10 minutes that we have. It's a hard 10 minutes, and so yeah, you do have to do some tricks and some camera work and montages and stuff to try to depict the passage of time and stuff like that, you know. Yeah. So, but it's definitely a challenge to make a comprehensible narrative that is only 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think we did a good job.
Well, good. Well, we'll see about that. A very
I
interesting choice of things. Tell me about the play is called Dad Breaks.
Yes.
The ones that you've done.
So it comes from a idea of my own 16-year-old is learning how to drive. It's about like a gay man who teaches his son how to drive, and all the comedy that happens, and all the other community members that get involved in the zany things that happen. And it it started as a joke. You know that thing when your dad is driving in the car and he's hitting the ground looking for the dad brakes that don't exist. You know, like when your dad wants you to stop and he's holding on to the thing for dear life. You know, so it came from that idea. And it's kind of developed. I wrote it really quickly and I submitted it, and it was the best apparently.
Well, there are a number of pieces coming up, and we're going to be talking later with the director of our agency, Donna Girot, and she's going to be talking about another. How many are they going to show? Do you?
Yeah, there's 10.
10.
There's 10 like 10-minute movies.
10-minute movies.
And so it's this,
And people can actually still get tickets. I mean, it usually sells out,
I think the tickets are pretty
and they're going
limited
fast.
right now.
So
yeah.
if they wanted to get a ticket, or two or 10, whatever it is, I'm taking 6 people.
Well,
And I've
the
got my
last I heard,
tickets
I think
already.
there was 50 left. The last I heard, there was only 50 tickets left.
That's right.
So it's pretty tight right now.
Okay,
But,
all
but
right. Well, they
please-
just put up a little sign. We'll put it up again sometime soon, so you can get a pencil and come back to the television set. So, okay, I think it's really interesting. So this piece, Dad Breaks, you were like walking down the street one day and you thought, oh yeah, I think I'll do that.
Well, I was in my car I was actually in my car with my son, and I noticed that, I used to get annoyed at my dad, who would hit the ground and slap the dash when I'm driving, and I found I was doing the same thing, and I thought, that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how the dads prep themselves to teach their kids how to drive, because, it's like this passage, this huge machine, like I'm giving over to this person that I held in my arms, like just yesterday. It feels like, it feels big, it's a big thing. But that started, and then of course I like comedy, and there's lots of silliness in it. And there's lots of like zaniness, and then there's some. I think there's some heart in it too, because it resolves to a like a good place, I think.
We talked before the show began about a little bit about your past in terms of finding your way into creative radio, television,
Yeah.
film, and all of that. Is there part of a family tradition, or did you just
Well,
walk into it once?
I think my family in Ireland have always been performers, and has always been like theatrical. But I think I went to film school, and that was in the early '90s when they still did tapes and VHS tapes, and then I kind of left it just because, as I said, the town of Hollywood, I didn't, I found it a challenging place to live, so I moved out to be a teacher, and now I've come back to always pursuing my my radio interest and my movie stuff. So yeah.
What you say about Los Angeles is absolutely true. I lived there for many years, and then I got a job up here, and I thought I'd only be up here for a little while, maybe a year, and I'd go back to LA. I thought Sacramento is special. It really is.
It is special, yes.
Yeah. So.
It's a beautiful, it's a beautiful city.
And I haven't been to LA in so long.
I don't think
I don't want to slam LA, but in some places I think it's
Yeah.
Okay. So we have some what we call B-roll in the business, and we'd like to show it, and maybe you can help me. Maybe you can narrate us into it.
Do you want me to introduce it? Well, I think this scene it's the beginning scene. It's a dream sequence that the dad has. The fears and the terror of letting your kid drive, how it feels okay, and then it becomes scary. So that's what the scene is about.
This is only about 30 seconds of it, right?
I think it's 60 seconds. I don't know, and I think it's the first 60 seconds of the movie.
Okay, and it's called Dad Breaks, and it's by Trevor Doyle. Let's have a look at it.
No! Brakes! Brakes!
It ends in the cliffhanger, so you must come and see how it ends, how it resolves.
That's great. I love it, especially the timing on the car coming forward. You're really, oh no, he's get hit.
Yeah, it was. And that special effects shot we did in there was fun when the car comes to her face. Obviously, I did not drive a car at her face. That's done backwards. And we have
Really?
yeah, that's what we did.
Oh,
Yeah, we
you're
didn't-
giving away one of the secrets.
I decided like Donna would not like if I drove a car at someone's face.
I
you know,
don't think so.
but it
So, I have to say this. If you've just tuned in, I am talking with Trevor Doyle, who is, you just missed one of his pieces. And you can see all of this stuff by going to a place called Sacramento World Premiere and getting online and accessing Access Sacramento and doing so buy a ticket.
mhm.
So what do we have there? A place called Sacramento Red Carpet Film Premiere, and there are, 2, 4, 6, 8, no,
That's
there's
10.
10 films.
10 films.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. They can call, or. Oh, I see. Okay, we have to take a short pause for the cause. No, okay.
So, I mean, I think I'd like to talk about the process of, like, the unique way I went about, like, making the movie.
Mhm.
Like we spoke earlier, how I filmed it entirely on this
Oh,
iPhone.
that's right. I forgot about this.
Entirely on this iPhone. And so there were some challenges definitely that came with that.
Okay, can we do it after we go to our little PSA? We've got to do that.
Yeah, oh,
That's what I was
definitely.
thinking about. Okay, here we go. Short pause for the cause, and then we're going to learn about filmmaking with your phone.
Fog. Not that fog. Fats, oils, and grease. Common sources that contain fog are meat, butter, and dairy products. Fog can clog your pipes and create sewer blockage when hardened. To prevent fog from clogging up your pipes, you can scrape grease products off of pans before washing, put leftover fats and greases into a sturdy container for later use, or trash any fatty food scraps in the garbage. Not the sink. Stop the clog. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
Okay, yes, well, we're back. I think we're back with Donna Girot, who just appeared here on television. How are you, Donna?
Nice to see you. It's so nice
Donna
to
is
see you,
Executive
Trevor.
Director of
It is
Access
great.
Sacramento.
I am
That's this place right here.
I am
Access
so
Sacramento.
proud of you for finishing your film, and I'm very impressed. I hope you teach a workshop on how to shoot on your iPhone.
How to make an iPhone. There's definitely challenges involved. It's definitely some technical issues, but I think we did a great job. Yeah, great job,
I
Mitzi.
got to preview it. You did an amazing job. I would never have guessed it was on an iPhone.
Great. Well, the only shots not on the iPhone were the aerial shots, of course, but the rest is iPhone.
The aerial
I think we did a great shot. Yeah, we
You
did.
must have. Did you have little gimbals?
We had
little,
gimbals,
you know-
we had tripods, and I had things taped to my window with brooms, and I had things like mounted to my roof rack. And somebody said to me, like before I made the movie, that if you make your movie in a moving car, it's doomed to fail. And my movie is almost entirely in a moving car.
Well, you've
Yeah.
succeeded.
Okay.
I'm very happy
Well,
with
thank
it.
you. I will give you the
Yeah,
seat.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so nice. I'll see you next Friday night at the
Thank
Thank
premiere.
you, Trevor
Thank
Doyle.
you.
Make
Thank
sure,
you.
make sure you wear nice studs so you can do the
Oy,
red
oy,
carpet.
Okay, Donna.
Hi.
This event that you're putting on is so popular and has been so popular for so long. It's just amazing that the tickets almost always sell out. And we have a few
yeah.
tickets left, right?
We do, but if you go online at the Crest Theater, it will say it's sold out. But we have a secret stash in our office. So if you call our office, give your credit card, we'll get you the tickets, or a secret stash.
You got a separate stash. I like it.
You
It's
know,
all really fun.
'cause
So
we-
these are
'cause we
premieres
know
of
pe-
short films. Did you come up
Yes.
with this idea? How did
I did. No, it's this. We're now in our 23rd year. So my predecessor, Ron Cooper, and Gary Martin. It was
Martin.
Ron, and then Gary. Every year it gets better and better and better. And the reason why I say that is because I'm here now, so it's at its best. No, I'm just kidding.
So you've added things that help the filmmaker do their best.
That's what we're here for. So we're a grassroots nonprofit, and we want to make sure that people's voices are heard, right? Whether it's on television or on radio. And so at some point in the past, they decided to do a film premiere, and of course focused on Sacramento County, because we are funded from Sacramento County, cable fees. We love Sacramento County, and we air in different communities in Sacramento on cable, and of course now on the internet, so anyone in the world could see our shows. Just think how popular you are in Poland, Ray.
Because of my Polish family, they are all watching right now in
That's
Poland.
good. That's good. I didn't even realize you were Polish. So
You didn't?
No, but that's. Je parle en français, mais je ne parle pas.
Je ne comprends pas.
Oh, okay. So what's happened is it's turned from a film premiere where we were supporting local filmmakers to a year-round community film incubation. It's basically a creative outlet for people. So we provide script writing workshop. We have a script writing competition. We have independent judges who judge and distill out of hundreds of script entry submissions.
Oh, you mean
There weren't 30, yeah. So I don't know. During COVID, there were a few less, but I expected there to actually be more because everybody was home. Anyway, I guess people were afraid to produce a film during COVID, so
Sure.
I get it. But we still did. People still were brave enough to have COVID protocols, and they went out and filmmakers made their films.
That's
so
fabulous.
actually, it was a little crazy, but I was very impressed by their creativity. Then we have workshops to help some of the teachers here, like our education director, Carlos Hernandez, who teaches basically the tips and tricks on how to make a film. We have acting, we have makeup, we have, I can't even think of all of the small workshops we have. But so we help the new filmmakers. So we're not sure whether they're all going to be new filmmakers or whether they're all going to be experienced or whether it's a combination, because the judges just judge the scripts.
Just the script.
Right, and the script has got to be executable in a summer. The script has to be local. The script has to be doable. Like somebody had this great script, and they wanted to shoot at the Sac Kings, stadium. And the judge says, great script, but I don't think you're going to be able to execute this, right? Or if somebody wants to shoot at a hospital, there's all kinds of HIPAA privacy rules. So how the script writer writes determines the eligibility, right?
Yes.
And then I call each one of the winning script writers and I say, hey, are you going to promise to use your own money and your own resources to create a film over the summer? And if you do that, we will honor you and air it at the Crest Theater in the fall. And so they do. And we encourage them, we mentor them, we help smooth the way to certain locations. If it's a state-run location or a city-run location, we have some help with permits from
What about,
the city.
People who have talent with the camera, making the camera work?
Oh, yeah, that. So this is very interesting. So since this is a community project, we invite the entire county of Sacramento to come in May to the Coloma Community Center and to possibly volunteer their efforts as crew and or talent on each one of these 10 films. So it has actually launched quite a few acting careers. It's launched and honed the skills of local filmmakers. And sometimes if it's an experienced filmmaker, they have all their friends who want to work together on a project. And sometimes it's a novice filmmaker and they have to find people, some experienced people, some novices to create their film. So the bottom line is we never are sure, the quality of the films. I have previewed them this year and they're really high quality.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Sacramento's really, you have a lot of actors. And so I'm sure
We
that
do.
you had no problem with actors, but I was just wondering about all the technical stuff. I don't know how to work one
Well,
of those.
you think we have a lot of actors, but I find that you'll see this year that there's one actor in three.
who can do film.
They're short films. They have the time over the summer. So every once in a while, you get a few actors who will be in 3 or 4 PCS films because they made themselves available and they're a good actor. So the filmmakers don't know that they're in other films. And so when you see them on the screen, you're like, oh, they played this part in this film and this part in this film. So you can see that they're good actors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to take a short pause for the cause because there's some PSAs I want to make sure that we
Of
saw.
course.
Okay. Here we go. We'll be right back with Donna Girot.
We all know what it's like to feel alone. But it just takes one new connection. Want to get out of here? To empower many.
This is unbelievable.
It doesn't take a superhero to bring forces together. We all have the power to reach out
Let's go.
and help someone feel like they belong.
Pretty cool, huh?
We are stronger together.
Even though we didn't grow up together, he's my favorite brother.
Hey, sis.
I'm the baby of the family, and he's the gentle giant.
What you know about Port Georgia?
Please, that's a classic.
You know when they say people are a rare breed? Yeah, he's that.
Sorry, I'll be back in a few hours.
Don't worry, Shag, you know I'm for you. Go get the football.
That was my favorite memory. He was always for you. This is a true story of me, Bridget Floyd, and this guy, George Perry Floyd Jr., my big brother.
Donna Girot, who's the executive director of Access Sacramento, and we're talking about this upcoming A Place Called Sacramento, which is a world premiere of some short films that are being made by local people. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
Absolutely.
Local people.
Local creative people.
Yes, absolutely.
And funny, you get creative people, attorneys. Actually, the next film we're going to talk about as a Hewlett-Packard engineer was the producer, scriptwriter, director. His name is Pablo Castillo. And he had created a short film for us for this film festival called Loveseat.
Loveseat. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and I see they just put up the poster there.
Yeah, it's a really cute idea. It's Pablo is from Costa Rica, and he had the story of this young immigrant couple, and all they could afford when they first moved here was a love seat, and so their relationship evolves, and obviously the love seat becomes too small for them. So it's romantic and sweet, and I'd love to show you his
great.
clip.
I mean, here we have two filmmakers, one from Costa Rica and the other one from Ireland.
Right.
I mean, it's California is this kind of like lodestone that draws talent from all over the world.
Absolutely. So you end up getting a variety of messages and voices, which I think strengthens our community. It's one of the most diverse counties in the country.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
have a look at some of his work, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is a work of Pablo Castillo.
And enjoy this moment, please. This is our new home.
Can you believe these prices? Low, 800,000. Who's buying these houses? And rent.
I miss everyone. I spoke to my dad today.
I know. But you'll see, we just need to work hard and watch our dreams come true.
It's the American dream.
We'll have it all, even one of those fake camping vans people show off on Instagram. We all know it's fake. They don't live there and they're probably rentals. It'll be just like the movies.
Wow, Donna, that was a good piece.
Right?
What?
Right. Well, I was going to say, we're going to talk about a place called Sacramento, which is next Friday night.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about here.
Okay, so Pablo's, I thought it was an adorable film.
Uh-huh.
I hope people come out to see it. Yeah, it's an immigrant love story and following the American dream and what it does to this couple.
Absolutely. It's fascinating. So you have 10 films, 10 short films you're showing.
Yes.
And I think that's fantastic too.
Yes.
And each one of them has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and they give another. And they also have something to do with Sacramento, right?
Right. So either location, right? You'll see one of the other filmmakers who we talked with a couple weeks ago went to many locations in Sacramento. Some go around the county. Some of them are Sacramento in nature, like, you know, the character of the people in Sacramento. Last year we had one that was challenging about what it's like to try to find a house to buy in Sacramento. It was sad and true because I bought a house last year and
It was so hard.
it was so hard. It was terrible.
It's a nice place to live, that's why.
Right. People understand, right?
Yeah.
So I wish Pablo could be here, but he has a real job. So I'm just his right, I'm his stand-in. So.
Well, thank you. And other programs that are being presented
Right.
by this wonderful agency. How do I know?
Okay,
do you
so,
go online.
Our
Access and-
website is wonderful, right? And so you can either watch television or listen to radio from the website. So you don't have to have a cable subscription. However, all our funding is through cable fees. So if you are listening to us and love us, make sure you make a donation at during Big Day of Giving or at year end, right?
Right.
And people who are most specifically interested in film, the film competition will probably open the first week of January. Usually through the beginning of March. And then we would love to have people come out in May. Is it May? That we have our cast and crew call. Right. So just, if I have the date wrong, just check online once in a while.
That's right.
Yeah, and see what we're
Donna.
doing.
Thank you so much. We got to leave. We have to stay on time, you know.
Oh yeah, I totally get it.
All right. Okay, well, we'll see you at this wonderful place called Sacramento in 2 Sundays from now. Is that right?
Well, it's
Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
At the Crest Theater. And just remember, if you come, it's like making a donation to Access SAC.
All right. See you later.
All right.